Hello guys, how are you all doing? My name is Akash and I'm a senior character artist at Ubisoft. In this video, we are talking about here how you can sculpt a beautiful looking stylized hair in ZBrush. But before moving ahead, you have one job to do, which is to pay the class fee by hitting the like or subscribe. Either one will work. But please like the video, it helped the video to grow. So to sculpt the hair, all you need to create an imaginary helmet, which you can do by creating a mask. I'm using Extract Pro Plus plugin, which if you don't have, don't worry, you don't need it anyways. You can anyways use the extract button which comes under the subtool, because it's all in the end gonna be dynamic, so it doesn't matter. So moving ahead, by using the move brush, just shaping the hair a little bit better. Now I will do what we do usually. If you have watched my previous videos, what we do to provide thickness, which is we use panel loops, and that's how we provide more thickness to the hair. Now again, shaping up the basic forms, which is very important. You know how the silhouette of the hair is gonna look like. You don't just go ahead and start sculpting, giving strokes, etc. Shape up so that you have an understanding of how the hair will look in the end, or at least an overall shape of it. So also, I am hosting a 3D art challenge for props and characters. If you are interested, if you are someone who wants to improve the skills by taking feedback and creating a strong portfolio piece, because there will be multiple challenges, they will keep on going. You join the Discord, which is in the description. So the basic things for creating here is to just mask it out. That's what I'm doing. Also, I have kept some real-time footage here. So yeah, mask it out, extract and shape it up. Then smooth a little bit, provide some thickness. You're good to go. You will have a hair stand. That's how we do it. There we go with the thickness. Now shape it up however you want it to be. Have some references ready, have some things to look at, because otherwise you will end up making a Yu-Gi-Oh hairstyle, which we don't want in real life, or for any beautiful character for that matter. Now once you have one strand ready, you can duplicate it. You don't have to subdivide it at this point of time. Just duplicate it and create several strands. It's that easy. It's already looking very good, the hair. I mean, even if it's low poly, even if it's not detailed, but your mind is telling that, yeah, this is the hair that we are going for. Great thing, I know. So again, auto group it so that you have separate polygroups. You can control click on any object. If you have the gizmo on, that way you can mask it, and if you hold control and drag it using that gizmo, it's gonna duplicate that hair. And by duplicating, you can just increase the number of strands, place it manually. I know it's gonna be a little tedious. It's a little bit of hard work. Sometimes it's not so much fun, but the end result is what it's worth it. It's always nice to give some time, to spend some good time for your hair, because that will make your character look more cuter or exciting. Or if it's a female character, again, even if it's a male character, your hair quantity may not be that long, or the strokes may not be that long, but the quantity will again be the same. You will create strands, you will create some tertiary flyaway hairs that will come in the later part of that video. Don't worry about it. I will create. So for hair, I am not sure how many of you have done the hair pipeline for games, for cards that we do for games, but it's the same thing. You create a base, then you do layering. Here I have created a base which looks like an anda, which is an egg shaped here for in my case. In your case it can be ponytail, in your case it can be a long hair, flowing hair, whatever. You have to create one base which covers the whole head, which covers everything. You can't see through that layer. And then you create a next layer, which is right now that I'm doing some secondary hair that we call it, which will give a little bit more volume, which will break the silhouette of your hair. It's not gonna be an anda always. It's not gonna be an egg. It's not gonna be flat looking always. So to break that silhouette, you need some secondary hair, some flowing hair for that. Also, after that, when your two layers are done, if you're making stylized some simple hair, you can add some tertiary hair, which is the flyaways, like this one, or there will be more coming. Yeah, this is a flyaway hair. Not too crazy, little simple, subtle, works pretty well. I hope you understand how to create hair. So it's all about shaping up. It's not anything that you haven't seen. It's not anything special. I'm not using any special brush or anything. For detailing, I will use the inbuilt brushes. You don't have to worry about it. It's the same thing. Just carry on and stick along. So here for sharp details, I'm using the orc brush. So it's available for free on the internet, and you don't have to strictly use it. You can to create some indents. And for now, what I'll do, I'll go ahead with the clay buildup to create a little bit of definitions to the hair. And this is the orc brush that I was talking about. And yeah, to create some separation on hair strand and to give the detailing for the hair, I'm going to use this brush. Also, you don't overdo any brush in while you're sculpting your hair. If it's realistic hair or stylized, do not overdo with any brush. For now I'm using clay buildup, but I'm having a very light hand on it so that I don't give very drastic details or a noisy detail all along. I'm using clay buildup. I'm just trying to merge or blend these two. Let's speed up the process a little bit. And now the whole layering of the clay buildup will happen all over the hair. I'll just with the light hand, I'll use it everywhere so that it gives a feel of strands and individual strands. That is my main purpose. You can make it clean, you can make it a little bit more pronounced, but don't have it too much. Clean also works. Like so. It looks good. It just shows that it has some definition on it. It has some detailing, which is fine. Anyways, you can also again use a slight hand of smooth brush on it to give some part a little bit smoother. That's fine. If it looks too pronounced, use smooth. Now going back to the orc brush and providing some individual hair detail. And this time I'm not using alt, that means it's carving inside with a little bit of laciness to create smooth lines. No jagged lines are allowed in here if you are not creating curly hairstyle. Simple process. Layering, keep in mind few things. First comes layers, second details with light hands, and third indents. Now again, I'll use another technique. I'll use damp standard in the later on in this video to create some more pronounced detail. For now, I'll just go ahead with this brush and give a little bit of that anime looking strands that happens in every girl's hair. Even boys also, you can use the same brush. All you need to keep in mind is the details that you want to give. Don't overdo it, and don't have it too digged in or use on high intensity. Have a balance of everything. It's a little bit tricky to do here, but it's not that hard. It's easy. Now notice one thing, what I'm doing. I'm using damp standard, and by pressing Alt, I'm creating a sharp streak line that I did right now. Notice, like so. To give more definition to my hair, one line will be sharp and the next line will go inside. So one line you have to press Alt to carve it outwards, and then alternatively carve it inwards to create that zigzag pattern. Here I'm just having a little large brush size and doing the same thing, carving in, and by pressing Alt I'm carving out to create that sharp detail, the overall stylized look of that hair that will come from that. You try it. It's pretty good. It's pretty useful. And again, if you want, you can go individual here. I won't be doing that because it's not for this character, it's not the taste that I'm going for. Big strands, big brush size, and clean looking hair. That is the main motto here. Join the Discord. Also subscribe. Dude, 11% of you guys are subscribed. 89% haven't subscribed yet. How will I do like this? I mean, how? I just can't. I lose motivation sometimes. Why am I doing it for? Subscribe, it will motivate me a little bit more, and yeah, anyways, I'm gonna keep creating it, but it's better if you subscribe. It gives me a little bit more hope that people are interested in watching my videos, they are learning something. Also like it so that it reaches to someone who is in the need of such tutorials. So yeah, the whole character I will finish here, but not in this video. This video is specially created for here. Few of you have already asked for it, and here it is. So again, refinement is also important. If you are creating stylized hair, it should be clean, not too noisy, not too clean. It should be clean, but you know, it shouldn't be smooth, shouldn't be egg looking. Yeah, detailing it a little bit more, using the same brush, using damp standard again. And here I am detailing my base as well as I'm switching on my second layer, which is the secondary hair, the big chunks of hair strands that I have kept in. So those I'm detailing on the go at the same time. So after this, the last stage that will come, which is the tertiary hair. Here we go, looking good, looking pretty nice and cute, not too noisy. Awesome. Just checking out the silhouette, detailing here and there, and sometimes I use edge polish to polish it a little bit more, to make it a little bit more cleaner. That's why I've kept the damp standard size huge, to have huge dents, like huge strands, not smaller than this. That way it won't be possible for me to use edge polish. Now here I have kept one here. I've just duplicated one, and from this very strand I'll create the whole tertiary layer. Watch me. I'll just duplicate it by masking it out, control clicking and dragging. I duplicate once again, scale it up, scale down, create variations and use move. We don't need any sculpting info on this layer. It's just smooth, and it should be like, it should feel like air. It should have some wind on it. It shouldn't be free falling. It have some volume. It should drastically change your silhouette. Keep that in mind, like so. Yeah, have some variation, some small, some thinner, some thicker, and that way you will be able to achieve a tertiary layer, which we call flyaway hairs, and which generally happen if you look at yourself. There are few strands that go crazy in the hair, in the air, and they don't follow your hairstyle. So those are few strands which make your hair look a little bit more realistic and a little bit more believable. So here I'm pretty much almost done with the hair, just adding few of those strands here and there. And I hope you learned something from this video. I hope you like this video. I am expecting few likes, one like from every one of you. Please hit that like button, please. So this is where we complete our hair. In the later video we'll be finishing the whole character. Let's detail it a little bit more, and I might touch up the hair if I like, I might not. It's kind of fine. You can also merge the secondary layer into the primary one and dynamesh it to create that seamless flow. Here you can see that imaginary or some kind of seam, but if you want to remove that, you can merge those two. For me, works properly. I mean, I'll see what I can do. It depends on my taste. It depends on the final image. For now, let's keep it as it is. Let's keep it simple, and I will see you guys in the next one. Also join Discord, and yeah, I hope you got something out of this video. Thanks for watching, and peace.